What's up, guys? Ghost? Umbra? 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 Ooh. This is totally 80s, man. Oh, nice. 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 Oh man, I'm back with another Ghost song, guys. What's going on? Starting with definitely a heavy pad. It almost sounds like a little gong in the background. You want to go with at least? That was digital as well. 2 digital instruments right away. Ready? So one's giving me my root note and one's giving me like my highs. Boom. 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 Now I got a little sequencer going on. It's all the highs and mids are out of it, right? Totally giving you this Stranger Things, Duffer Brothers, 80s synth, and I'm here for it. That's so cool. I love those sequencers from back then, man. Here's another one. It's like a horn. All the meanwhile, this is all happening. That sequencer, the high end of it, the crispness of it, is slowly getting higher and higher. They're releasing the highs in the mix. Now I have some chanting. Classic Ghost. Can you hear the crispness of the highs? And here we go. So we're going to build up. Something needs to propel me to the next section of the song. It's this super high whistle. And of course the 4 count of the snare. Oh, I'm sorry, the 3 count of the hi-hat. 2, 3. Dude, so I think a lot of Ghost has that I've listened to, they will go to one guitar track or the other, where it's almost all the way mixed out of one ear or the other. And in this one, it's kind of hard. There might be a delay going from one ear to the other to make it sound like 2, but I believe it's one guitar here. Yeah, it's panned and it's in both ears, but that's one guitar. There's a lot that happens in very short sequence right here. You hear the bass come in as well as the drummer. So the bass does those picking notes, dum bum dum bum bum bum, and then he's going to let his ring out for the second part of that riff. So the notes of the guitar, the notes of the bass, as well as the tom fill are all syncopated together. Cowbell. Does the cowbell go off tempo? Oh no, it just misses one beat, so it sounds like it's off tempo. Nice. So my snare comes in on the offbeat of the cowbell, or vice versa, however you want to look at it. This is neat. I don't know if I've heard Ghost do this. The drummer, he's also he's also doing a very small tom fill, like 2 toms in between each snare hit. It adds an echo of the snare. It's not the snare, it's toms, but it sounds like it's syncopated with the tempo of the song. So it's like a snare, tom tom, snare, tom tom. One's before and one's after. This is pretty cool. So the 2 tom hits, one is after the snare, one is before the snare. That's neat. Nice. So nothing changes right here when the vocals come in. Everything still sounds about the same level. Very interesting. Usually there's some type of small little reprieve before I introduce my verse vocals. I didn't hear that here. The vocals come right in. But they do go flat there, which is neat. They didn't do that for this whole opening guitar riff. They go flat right here. And also, to mention the hi-hat is... There it is. So, without seeing this, the drummer is doing the hi-hat. He's doing that with his left foot. And he's doing the snare and the 2 tom hits with left and right hand. Pretty cool. Sounds like there's multiple vocal takes, as well as the drummer's also hitting the cowbell. So just to reiterate, that drummer, what sounds very simple, all of his limbs are going off right now, which is a very simple way to make the drum section sound very full. It sounds like there's multiple takes here of the vocals here, but they're kind of buried in my headphones. I love that. Okay. Not to harp on the hi-hat too much of the drummer, but I want to give everybody their due respect in this band because they're all freaking awesome. You'll hear the difference in the sound from him closing the hi-hat with his foot and using the toms and with his hands. He will switch over to the second half of this verse to actually hitting the hi-hat. So you're going to hear this totally different sound of the hi-hat. One's his foot clicking on it, and then the other is the stick hitting it. You hear how much louder it is? It's quite a difference. But when I go to that, obviously my hands needs to go right here, so I can't hit those toms now. So that's why the toms are going to disappear. The loudness of the hi-hat will go up. And now I have keys in the background as well. Dude, this is awesome. I have something that's changing, which is this build up here, and that's going to lead me to the chorus. Listen, if you can hear the bass, man, it goes way up on the neck. Double time. Nice. What's really cool here is they're using that that organ sound. It also like accentuates that double hit. Da, da, da. That's very catchy vocal line. What did I just hear? What did I just hear right here? What's that? Huh. Oh, it sounds so evil. Oh, that's different. Oh, cool! Okay, I don't know where they're going to go. I'm excited, but I'm going to go back. That was wild. Alright, so I'm coming out of that chorus. I'm coming into my second verse. What you got when you guys are hearing that guitar? Wow, wow! It's a Floyd Rose. They're just either using their palm on the bridge of it, or they're actually using the handle of the Floyd Rose and they're just doing a little dive. It's just letting the strings relax. It sounds very dark and ominous, even though the guitar and bass, they all seem like there are a lot of major chords in it. But it's I don't know if it's the vocal line sounds very dark. I'm here for it either way. Now he starts rising up. That line there, I'm not going to sing like him, where he says angel. He doesn't do that in the first one. He does. I think he goes angel and goes down, if that's what he said, the word. And this one, he doesn't go down. They don't do that in the first verse either. Switch off my left foot on the hi-hat to my hand, which signifies this is the second half of the verse. So many vocal lines. What's really neat here is the bass and the guitars are climbing up in notes as well. Not only is the drum pattern changes, the guitars and the bass are matching those syncopated notes, but they're rising up in scale as well. So a lot happens right here in this build-up. Oh, I love those little leads. Oh, dude. So it goes to halftime. I hear the ring on the organ. Nice. And some type of vocal breath? Maybe a breath? It is terrible time to pause this. This crazy tom fill, I think the guitar and bass might be matching it beats as well. Alright, the bass isn't, but the guitar is going to start his solo here. Or this might be his whole solo. But every note that he's picking, the drummer's hitting on his toms, and he's way up on the top left of those toms. Really, really tiny toms. Shoot, I love it. So it's mixed backwards, the toms are. So the toms are going to start in your left because the toms are mixed in this song from the drummer's perspective. So when you're hearing that left, you're in the seat of that drummer. So you're doing your tom fill, you're starting your top left. And those toms, if you're listening, they're going to go through your ears, through the middle of your face, and go over to your right ear because that's where the drummer's going to end. They can be mixed one of two ways, or the opposite way, which is you're looking at the stage and it will come from your right to the left. But in this song, it's mixed from the band's point of view. So to start left and end right, the sound of the fill. Over here. Coming out. Over here. Oh, man. Oh, guitar all the way in my right ear on a dive. Oh. Bravo. Bravo. That might be one of the coolest sections I may have heard from Ghost. That was awesome, dude. So it's basically a battle. Alright, we're going to end off of the drum fill and the guitar lead up right here. So what I noticed instantly is my hi-hat, there's like 16th notes probably. And there's I think it's the left guitar. He's giving me like our root notes. He's palm muting, is jigga 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 jigga. And then I'm going to have basically a battle between my right guitar player and somebody on keys in my left ear. Just a little kick. This is awesome, man. This is 80s music made in 2025. This is so cool. What's really neat right here is that lead guitar's hard right. It's 100% right. Where those keys, they're left, but they're not left 100%. There's actually like 20% bleed over in your right ear. So when you hear the keys section, that organ, you can still hear the organ in your right ear as well. It's mainly the highs of it, but it's there. You hear it? They're very talented band. Very talented band. This lead right here going back into this section is awesome. Right here. Dude, there's a lot going on here. The drummer's also where you would hear one snare hit. He's hitting a tom, and I think that's replacing a snare on one of those. Dum. It's weird. It's weird. Oh dear God, both of them are hitting the same notes. Oh, I love that little staccato, that part right there. Don't forget about the basses, because right here the basses are going to shine, even though it's not dominant in the mix, because the keys and the guitar players are going wild. The bass player right here comes in at the very end. It shows his, shows his skill too. Listen to that bass. It's a weird tom. That's so weird. Awesome.